I want to play something.
A couple of days it's been clapped.
I want to play something real fast. Now I want y'all to look at this. If you take it, look, you can take the comments off real quick. Let me show them. Let me show y'all something real quick. This is Mr. MB3, and I want y'all to listen to this shit right here. Listen to this bullshit.
Out here in my location, but I do have a UV from March 23rd of 2022. The UV was taken at high noon. The anticipated UV was 6.5 according to my app. What I ended up getting was an 11.7, which is over in the extreme range, and that is a mid-time summer reading in the early spring. We've been getting mid-time summer readings pretty much the last part of winter and now into early spring. And once again, the estimated UV for the 23rd was 6.5. The maximum reading I got with regard to UVAB was 11.83. And the UVC over here on the right is 0.04. UVC is a shortwave frequency. UVA and B are long wave frequencies. Shortwave frequencies are in the classification with like cosmic rays and things like that. They typically do not make it to ground level. So even a minute reading like this is kind of unusual because, like I said, that's a shortwave frequency that is not normally detected down here at the ground. But these over here are their long wave frequencies. It's just a little early, that's all. 11.83 is not uncommon for Arizona. It's just a few months early. We don't normally see those readings until July, August, and
So now let me just say this to y'all. First of all, that's a lie. So I've been getting these readings since I got my UV index reading at the beginning of the winter last year, October, somewhere around there. I've been getting those readings right there, and it say you should be outside less than 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. So we already at 11, and I shout out to the people that have been sending me their UV index readings. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Y'all see what's happening. This is cook time. It's going to increase exponentially. These people are not going to be able to come outside. And I said that. That's not hatred. It is what it is. And that's the reason why they get mad at me when he talk about he's sun worshiping, sun blood, sun blood, sun blood. Sun actually, the sunlight, when it hits your body, actually replenishes your red blood cells. Replenishes your red blood cells. You have red blood cells in your body is healthy. It doesn't replenish white blood cells. It replenishes red blood cells. So that's all I really wanted to get on here and really and share the information. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Shiz, for letting me get on here and do my little sunblood weather update. I apologize, my people. I can't go live. You know what I mean? They blocked me. It's a reason why they got me blocked in particular right now at this time and moment, while the sun has increases the cosmic rays exponentially. It's a reason for that. And everybody else, they wanna keep you distracted from the number one divine thing that's within you, that shines every day, and that's the sun. That's the sun. I'm not trying to keep no other race distracted from themselves. But why is everyone trying to keep us distracted from who we are? That should be the number one question that we should have. I'm not trying to distract you from who you are, but why are y'all trying to distract us from who we are? And the fact that there is somebody out here that's constantly reminding us every day that we should be connecting to the sun. And when we connected to the sun, it makes us greater as individuals and collectively. Why is that? Why are they mad about that? Something is wrong with that. So other than that, I don't give a fuck no more. Shiz. They can say whatever they want. They
Right.
burn, baby, burn. That's all. Matter of fact, some people may not burn. They just gonna change. Motherfuckers just gonna change. Simple as that. They just gonna change. That's all. You're gonna change. You're gonna look weird, and then you're not gonna be able to come out in the sun. That's on y'all. So the more they try to attack me for me being righteous, the more shit gonna happen to them for being unrighteous, and that's a fact.
Right. Yeah, man. That dude said get the air fryers ready. Hey, y'all dumb as shit, yo. Oh my God. He said, man, get the air fryers ready. That's funny as shit. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, I ain't even gonna say nothing, man. I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
What?
If we wasn't gonna do that, man, nah, I ain't bringing nobody else up here, man. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't want like
Yeah, I
it's a
ain't.
waste of time, man. A lot of our like I said, I'm not trying to be smart, man, but a lot of our brothers, man, we on some real weak shit, man. We on some real passive shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Like people want to submit themselves in this world, man. You better start submitting yourself in the universe. You better take your rightful start. You better take your rightful place up there and become one of the stars. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm just being real. All of this shit that we are capitulating with these people. We are afraid of these people, man. Y'all the ones that's pumping fear. I ain't pumping no fucking fear. They the ones that scared. What's going to happen, Kalad? What you going to do, man? Listen, what it already happening. Things already happened. Look at our race, our children. Look at us. Look at the last. Look at the last previous since the '60s. Look at this even before the '60s. Look at back in the '40s. Like, come on, man. They fed us the crocodiles. They had human zoos. So the one thing I say to all other species, you can just search in human zoos. You don't see no other race in the zoo. You can put in people that got fed the crocodiles. The only people you gonna see is us. I'm confused about that shit. And you mean to tell me that we all of a sudden supposed to be on some love shit? No race has ever loved us. Y'all only love to see us in a sleep and slumber so y'all can be comfortable with the way that you're living. Simple as that. When you pull up these basketball games, who you see majority in the crowd? White folks, all other races. And then who you see on the basketball court? You know what I mean? 10 on 10. 5 on 5. I mean 5 on 5. You gonna sub, they gotta throw in a Bobby Hurley. They gotta throw in a motherfucking Brad Pitt on the motherfucking basketball court so he can be wide open and he just shoot a jump. They got to. They got to do that. A broken clock tell the right time twice a day. Just like on the football field. A majority of a defense, who do you see? Black people. The reason why a lot of these rules, the NFL rules was put into place because other races of people wouldn't be able to deal with us on a football field if it was just some man physical shit. I'm just being honest with y'all. You couldn't. There would never be a Ronnie Light, a white Ronnie Lott. There would never be a white fucking Reggie White or fucking Lawrence Taylor. It would never be that. That's why when one of them so happened to do something good, they automatically hype them up throughout the whole fucking NFL. Oh, look at Joey Bosa. Like, you would never be us. You will never be us. 95% of the motherfuckers on defense are black. 95% of the motherfuckers on offense are black. You find your offensive linemen are brute white motherfuckers that can stand there and block. But as far as agility, as far as your mind being able to spark and your body is able to keep up with your mind as far as reflexology, so far as the reflexes, you would not be able to do it. We don't need no gun to beat y'all. Y'all needed to create a gun to instill fear in us. We didn't need no gun. We didn't need no gun at all. So I don't care what anybody say, man. But I was going to play a video, and I'm going to play that video later on. It's a video that I want to play, a video when you look at American Gods, when all these black women be saying that they need savior. They need a black man, a savior, and stand up for. Listen, the reason why we stopped standing up for reason why black men I gotta get ready to go. Listen, Rod, one respect to you, my brother. Listen, I really want to do this live with you, so I want to do it when we got some time. We can get on here, me, you, and Shiz can get on here, and we can share each other's thoughts. Whereas though I ain't gotta be rushing around and moving. So I will tell you this, Rod, if you're available, I get off work at 4 o'clock on Friday. If you're available anytime at the 4 o'clock on Friday, because I'm taking the whole weekend off, Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna take the weekend off, and I'm gonna see what I can do out here and do out here on 10 toes down on the streets. Oh, Shiz, you ain't gonna wait till I go to Staples and pick this shit up that I had done today. Oh my gosh. Whoa, sirs. You wait till this shit. I went to the Staples and gave them 9 pictures today. 9 pictures. My man was like, yo, I'm not even charging you full price for all this shit. He said, my man, he didn't even know all. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a nice price on this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, Rod, listen, Rod, you're a genuine brother. I see that your heart is well, you know what I mean? Like Shiz would tell you, like I got to a point where though I didn't even want to do lives. I don't want to get on live with nobody because I see that a lot of brothers, man, we not genuine with this shit. We not real with this shit. We're really looking to have something from this system. You know what I mean? We really are looking for something from We looking for appreciation and shit from these other people. We want these people to serve us. We want these people to be on their knees and worshiping us. I don't want none of these people to worship me. I want all these people to focus on their own species and love their own selves. That's exactly what I want. And I want my people, more importantly, to focus on us and us love each other. And matter of fact, love ourselves individually and then value each other collectively. That's what I want. So again, my brother, I want to set it up where as though we can do, because it's already 1:17. I'm gonna jump in the shower and I gotta be able to get ready to leave out of here and go to work. So I will want to set this up on Friday. We can do something Friday evening. I get off work at 4 o'clock. Anytime at the 4. I would say we can do that during 7, 8 o'clock at night. Whatever time is cool. We can get on here with Shiz and we can just share our thoughts with the rest of the people, man. And I mean that, man, for real, man. I value you, brother. I sincerely do, because like I can see whenever I hear you speak and I hear your soul, I see it's very genuine. So I don't have a problem with doing that shit at all, my brother. So I want you to know that.
Bet. All right, so y'all heard it, man. We gonna set it up. We gonna set it up. I ain't gonna add them real. That shit ain't gonna be real quick, man. I add him on here, man. Man gotta go. He gotta get to his other family, Slim. So we gonna do it. Listen, man. I shouldn't have said it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I've been working on this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We just been trying to get everybody's time together, because it can't be a real quick thing when you talking about people with genuine hearts. People with genuine hearts don't know time. Like, a lot of times I don't have time to be on here, but I make time to come on here, and sometimes at the expense of my other obligations and my other family. You see what I'm saying? And so this ain't something we gonna rush, y'all. This ain't something we gonna rush. Rod already said he gonna make time. Kalai gonna make time. Friday, just get the popcorn ready. You feel me? Get the popcorn ready, man. We gonna sit down. We gonna chop it up, man. And we gonna share our soul, man. Everybody gonna share their soul, and it ain't gonna be no rush thing. We can restart the live as many times as we need to, man. So hey, man, we gonna set that thing up. Right, man. We gonna set that thing up, man. I've been talking to Rob, man. We just don't tell y'all. Y'all know I talk to a lot, man. So we gonna put this thing together, man, and come together as a collective and talk and share our soul, man. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. And listen, y'all, I'm ready to get a couple of people to log out of here, especially some women. Yo, I believe in polygyny, as above, so below. I believe in polygyny. So y'all might not want to join the lives and shit when I come on here, because you know why? Because I can prove scientifically why we should be in a polygyny relationship. And on the top of this, let me explain this very carefully. All the women that say we need healing first because they can't be in polygyny, you don't like women. And what I mean by you don't like women, you don't like your sister. Not bisexually. I ain't talking about no shit like that, because polygyny isn't bisexual. You see lions being bisexual? Do you see female lions being bisexual with one another? Fuck no, you don't see that shit. What y'all say when y'all make an excuse to be like, y'all, we need time to heal. You don't like women. That's what it is. You don't like your sister. If you really cared about your fucking sister, you would understand that the best thing for you, because you like to go to work more, you like to pay bills or more, you like to struggle, and you like to talk about your struggle. But you can cut your struggle in half by just joining with your sister. Point blank and simple. You can cut your struggle in half by joining with your sister and really getting into you and your family. But nah, you don't want to do that. So most of y'all don't like. Most of y'all that say that we need time to heal, we got childhood trauma. No, it ain't. You got childhood trauma. You're holding on to something because you really don't like sisters. You can't even look at a woman, a black woman that you feel that looks better than you. Her shape is better than yours. So you can't look at her and give her props and be like, so what, sister? Yo, we gonna work out together. We still got our king together. Let's move forward. You can't see that. So I tell y'all, I don't mind losing. I believe in polygyny. And guess what's going to happen when the darkness comes? Polygyny is going to jump off, because guess what? Just like y'all think y'all control relationships along with sex, guess what men going to do? Control relationships. You're not going to control the sex, because we're not rapists. Other men are rapists. We're not rapists, but we're going to control the relationship. You know how we're going to control a relationship? Because this is what we're going to say. A real man is going to say, yo, I have her. We're going to join together and make sure that everyone, each and every last one of us are safe. You understand? And our children are safe. Or you go ahead out there and deal with that shit out there in the streets. Go get somebody else. Simple as that. And guess what's going to happen? Most of us going to be in our arrogant ass, and we're going to be like, no. But then guess what's going to happen? They're going to join in, point blank and simple. That emotion, that ego that's in that Western culture ego, that shit is going to crumble real fast. Real fast. Polygyny has nothing to do with motherfucking sex. Men are already having sex with multiple women. Just understand that. That has nothing to do with that. It's about actually bringing a family together, creating a real family. Polygyny should work. If you have a queen, she should choose the sister that she will want to be in. She should really choose that sister. The problem is men picking different women and then they clash it with one another because they don't click with one another. Simple as that. But a sister should choose. That's how it should go. And when she choose that sister, understand that they protect each other's life. And their life is children. They protect each other. Ain't nobody gonna get mad because he came in and kissed her and he gave you a hug, or you know what I mean? He laughed and joked with her more than he laughed and joked with her. Come on, if everybody's together on one accord, no one is gonna feel slighted. If everyone is living together, how the sleeping arrangements will go, Kala. Y'all ask the foolishest questions that I truly don't get it. I truly don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't get this shit, man. I value y'all. I sincerely. All you gotta do is pull up villages and see how their sleeping arrangement go. I'm saying, I'm just being real. Go pull up that shit. When the movie Shaka Zulu, you know what they didn't show you on Shaka Zulu? That all of those men would have multiple wives in that village. They just showed you Shaka doing some other shit. They didn't show you that he had multiple wives. So they mixed reality with Western culture. Simple as that. Because there's more women than men. Way more women than men. And every woman, it needs to experience birth. That's how you connect yourself back to the universe. So every woman that wants to say, no, that's not how, you don't grow unless you create. See, you don't grow. Just like men that are uncreative as far as the way they think. If you're not growing at all. You're still stuck and you're stagnated. You have to create. You have to create in unison with the fucking universe. The reason why my videos got out is because I'm creating. I'm moving with the source of the consciousness and the universe, the sun and the universe. I am moving in that fashion. I want to create. So I'm creating a different path, a vision. I'm creating a vision so our people can see themselves. I'm not doing nothing that's against the universal law. That's why I'm moving in the fashion that I'm moving in. I'm just being honest. So listen, Shiz, let me get out of here real fast. I sincerely value my brother. You already know, everybody that's in the chat, man. One love to y'all, man. Good, bad, or indifferent. You may not like my delivery. Like I told y'all, you may not like what I say, but at the end of the day, you have to respect it. You can respect it, and you can always say that, you know what? When I look at these other races of people right now that's showing you so-called spaceships and shit in the sky, Kala was already showing you that. Kala was already showing you the red sun. Kala was already showing you the blue Kachina. Kala was already showing you your star family. Kala was even showing you that, even giving you the information and saying, go look at the crop circles, who creating them. Kala was already doing this. Kala told you about the food shortage. Kala told you that the sun is going to separate us, and it's going to get to a point that they will not be able to walk underneath the same sun as you, day or night. There is no such thing as blackness in the sky. The sun actually switches from the bright light into a red sun at night, just like in Avatar. People don't get that shit. Avatar was lit up at night. It wasn't dark. It was lit up at night. That's just being real. It wasn't dark. It was light at nighttime. But you don't peep that in Avatar. But I value y'all. Y'all all have a great supreme cosmic day. Man, woman, and child, heaven and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kala, I'm in Rod, God Gene for life. Shiz, I love you, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Love you more, bro. Man. Hey, man. So y'all already know, man. Like I said, man, we gonna set this thing up. We're gonna set it up Friday evening, man. Both the guys gonna make time, and we're gonna come together, man, and talk and chop it up, man. And we're gonna talk soul to soul, man. You know, a lot of times, man, like, you know, you gotta be, and I don't like, you know, because I already broke that humble word down. It ain't about being humble. It's about being in tune. That's probably that's the word I'm looking for. Being in tune, being on the right frequency. You feel what I'm saying? And the energy that's on the planet. You feel what I'm saying to you? And so, you know, a lot of times, man, people are like, oh man, put this together, put that together. It's got to be the right time, and it's got to be the right frequency. You feel what I'm saying? It's got to be the right time. It's got to be the right frequency. So you don't. I'm learning, and I'm learning this as I talk about my garden, as I show y'all every day or every other day when I show y'all my garden. Like today, yesterday, I went up there and my beet plants were standing up, right? This morning when I go to check on them, they laying down. So now I had to think, well, what changed? Now I gotta, okay, what's going on? What caused them to fall down? You feel what I'm saying? What caused my you ready, Rod? You can come on up, man, if you still ain't here. What caused them to do that? You feel what I'm saying? Right, water. And so I added some water. You feel what I'm saying? Sprayed them, nurtured them, kept the light going, and let's see what happens. Let's see them stand back up. What's up, God?
What's going on? How you feeling?
Oh man, listen, man, I'm learning every day, man.
Listen, I woke up, I come here, make my coffee, sit down, I'm going checking my messages. I see you and Kalai live, logged on here, man. I ain't been up 30 minutes. Listen, so this is the situation on the land with me and Kalai talking. We connecting links to bloodlines and historical events in order to reclaim our shit. This is bigger than me or him by ourselves.
Facts.
I'm just doing my part. It's like he doing his part. You know, when I first put the call out, because Big Mama said that she wanted Amin Rock, everybody started tagging the brother in my video, and I know he probably was shook, but he probably, you know, because he just got all his bombarding tags out of nowhere. And he don't know me from Iraq and Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking maybe this ain't the one. And then a Nubian brother named Amin Rock came through with some messages. And I said, that's what you talking about. Big Mama said, no, in the hell it ain't. I know who the fuck I told you, and that ain't him. So I'm watching around. So I keep being drawn back to Kalai videos. I see the brother standing out in the sun one day, and his dreadlocks doing some shit that I haven't seen in this lifetime. And Mama said, I told you. Watch him. He gonna make time. Be patient. Right? So I'm sitting back. Then me and you link up.
Mm-hmm.
Through Young Cat.
And people ain't even know.
Even know. So me and you been talking for some months.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I let you know out the gate. I don't got no problem with what he be saying because I understand it. Like, everybody get mad at the polygamy angle, but that's patriarchal. Monogamy is patriarchal because it limits the accessibility to men for the women. It's literally designed to limit the accessibility, not to the, I ain't talking about them 3 steps in the circle ass motherfuckers.
Right.
Men on books, men on movies. I ain't talking about them.
Right.
I'm talking about motherfuckers with this shit on their face like us, that if you come fucking with our kids, they don't know where they gonna find you at.
Facts.
Right? You come fucking with our women, they might not never find you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So they want us alphas limited by controlling the narrative they feed to the sisters. I don't care if a person monogamous, polygamous, polygynous, polyamorous. None of that has nothing to do with me per se. You can live whatever life you want. The problem don't come in with me until I haven't even choose the lifestyle and you trying to force yours on me.
Right. Facts.
Right? I haven't even assessed the situation to a sufficient degree to determine if I want to be monogamous or polygamous. Me personally, I don't want to deal with all them personalities. But I will if I can get to play with all my kids. If I can get to teach my sons how to be men. If I can get to contribute to my daughter being productive women. Right? I can tolerate the personalities at that point. But that's for me personally, I don't like to deal with I don't like to deal with a lot of people anyway. The social media is a pariah to me. You know, I hate social media, always have. So when mama and the old ladies sent me to do this shit, I didn't want to do this shit because I had to be on social media. Right?
Right.
Now since I'm here, I might as well every fucking opportunity to evict the squatters and to restore our people back to prominence and to unlock Big Mama's vault where we can live off the fat of the land once again. We already accumulated the wealth, but somebody else is just sitting on it, keeping us from it. They can use it as long as they control it. They don't control it no more. Right? So I had to tell the brother Kai, you know, Kalai, I was like, man, I got mad love for what he be saying. But his polyamorous delivery is probably he is about that like I am about this religion that got us fucked up.
Facts.
Right? We got different angles that we attacking the same problem. Right? So I had to sit back and watch him like Big Mama told me to so I could see what he's talking about. So I can even know if this is the right person. He the fucking right one. He one of the chiefs walking on the land trying to fix this shit in the minds of the people so that we can fix the land. It's protect the children properly. I have to connect with him, but it ain't on my time. I'm patient.
Facts.
You know, but it's not on my time.
And
Big Mama moved me when she moved me.
and just to piggyback off of that, I had a good friend of mine, man, brother. Actually, not even a good friend of mine. He's a brother of mine, man. We started our youth organization back in the early 2000s called Team Disciples together. And he was a co-founder of that. He used to tell me all the time, he said, man, you know, with patience, you can get anything you want in life. You can get anything you want in life if you got some patience, man. You feel
like
me?
a lot of people don't know, I stopped going to work 3 years ago. I told the job and the government that they can kiss my entire chocolate ass. Right? So I've been doing this shit. I've been getting this knowledge for years, but I haven't been putting it out there. I teach an individual here. You know, I got a couple guys that have been with me over 20 years. Started off letter writing from joint to joint. Right? They writing me asking for references. They holding study groups over the letters. I got written debates with the Moors. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the root to the problem. The root to the problem was the conquistadors, we call them Moors, came over here. And the Amaru tribe out of the Southwest United States was in the Seminole Wars in Florida. When they brought us the English language, they translated both terms into English to mean more. And they're not the same in character. The people not. It's like looking at a dude from China and looking at a dude from India. They both Asians, but they not the same people. Right? So the people that look like us put some people that don't look like us in all of the institutions that they established. And then they brought people over as servants. Dawes Roll Indians is what we call them. You remember that term, sit your $5 ass down?
Yeah,
before
$5. Yeah.
That's what they talking about.
Right.
In the conversation between the indigenous people of the land and the Etruscan Moors spokesperson is a pale face. They won't use nobody look like us. We read them too well. We had pale-skinned people over here too, right? The same bloodline that comes from Scotland and Ireland was already settled in the Appalachian Mountains. Everybody think they came over as immigrants. Them motherfuckers been there for some thousands of years. Redhead, ginger, freckle-faced motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
They was already there. They've been there a long fucking time. And just like we've been here so long that we was already here when we got here. You're right, how is that fucking possible? Because we had to build here in order to establish it.
Right.
So we built a place called here. Where was we at when we was building it? See, we was already here before here was a place.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So we organic to the earth all over the earth, but some of us are prominent in certain land masses. The land mass over here is the ones that they say is imported slaves from Africa. The fact of the matter is we've been doing business, trade, and intermarrying with both Africa and Asia long before Moore came out of Europe in exile. Right? Now, they got their ass kicked in Europe. Once they got their ass kicked in Europe, now they don't got nowhere to go. Where did they go?
Right.
They went into Africa, colonizing, and they came over here colonizing, and they went to Asia colonizing. All you got to do is trace all of the colonial powers back to a source. You're going to end up in Rome. As the old saying goes, all roads lead back to Rome.
That's an old saying, too. Yeah,
right.
Right.
And
right.
Alexander is the Greek that Rome put in power to overthrow the Greek Empire that was a matriarchal culture. Right? And this is where your term hell come from. It's short for Helen. It's a derogatory term in reference to her. When they say they're going to send you to hell. You're going to burn in hell. They talking about the passion of the love that the man had for his woman.
Come on.
That shit don't never stop burning. You can't turn that shit off. You can ignore it. It's going to nag at you. Right? Rome, only thing Rome ever produced was a war machine. And that's all they ever had, and that's all they have as they fall in today, crumbling to their last little piece of motherfucking soldiers in the stronghold that Putin is putting that shit down now. That's all they ever knew was war.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to fight war peacefully.
Come on, bro. Say that again for the people in the back, so I can get the plate ready. Say that again for the people.
We know how to fight war peacefully. Watch Shaka Zulu. Because you see, Kalai brought it up. And it ain't no coincidence. In Shaka Zulu, it show you us having peaceful, simulated warfare. In modern terminologies, we was breakdancing, nigga. We was on the West Coast getting hyphy with it. You understand what I'm saying? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We was in Detroit having jet-offs. That's to keep us from putting a bullet in a motherfucker head, slitting a motherfucker throat. You know, doing those blood rituals that bring the frequency and vibration of the planet down. We hunted according to the family's needs. We didn't wipe out whole 2 billion head herds of cattle just because we wanted to starve the people out. That wasn't our MO. Who was doing that? That didn't start happening until the invaders came, and they got us believing that elephants is only native to Africa and Asia. But why is they digging elephant bones up over here, and what happened to our elephants? Elephants is the prime symbol for matriarchy. The symbol for matriarchy is the elephant. Why they kill all the elephants off before they even thought about a buffalo? We didn't kill them off. We loved them motherfuckers. Noble Ali said that watchdog was no dog at all. That watchdog was an elephant. What is he talking about? He talking about Big Mama sitting on her front porch, talking to Miss Ann across the street and Miss Lucille next door, while the kids playing in the middle of the goddamn street. Car come down there fast, every one of them coming off the porch with a shotgun. You know? So it becomes imperative for the elders now. We the elders now. Whether we want the position or not, we can't escape it. We the elders now. And in our culture, those who know is obligated to teach. That's all. So since we know, so now what we doing? We call rallying the troops. How do you rally troops? You initiate a battle cry. You make connection with the leaders, that's the real leaders, on the land. So this is what the attraction for me and Kalai, people have been asking me to do video with Kalai for the longest. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I don't have no problem with nobody. I ain't got no beef, but I want to smoke, but I ain't got no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? If they want to push the smoke at me, they got to be prepared, because I'm only going to come with the facts, and I'm going to bust them so hard. Well, they didn't see how I drag a motherfucker out that's doing wrong. They didn't see how I drag a motherfucker out when they in the wrong. It's not personal with me, though. That's the killer is. People think when you do that, that it's personal. If it was personal, I'd be dragging a new motherfucker out every day.
Every day. Yeah, every day.
Every day. Because my personal opinion, I don't like a lot of these watered down, heartless, weak-minded motherfuckers. That's my personal opinion. Mama said, fuck your feelings, nigga. Just fix the problem. That's what she said. So I be on the same shit about my feelings too. Fuck my feelings. I'm just fixing the problem.
Come on.
Right? And that's why when they say certain shit about Kalai, it rubbed my spine in such a way that pisses me off in a unique fashion. Right? Because he's telling it, fuck your motherfucking feelings. This has to happen for the community. And y'all looking at it like this is just something I want to impose upon you.
Right. Exactly.
Now, do the math. You got a father, you got a 2-parent home. Right? And this the only one in the neighborhood. Now, the invaders coming in to kidnap one of the kids in the middle of the night. It's 4 of them, and they heavily armed. Heavily armed could be 357s compared to us. We got butcher knives because it's illegal, according to their system, to have guns. Now, if me and her get up, we have it out, boom, we dead. Now they take the kids. Now, try this one on for size. You in a house, and you got 5 adult females and the male in the house.
Come on, bro.
All y'all know how to fucking shoot. And ain't none of y'all bullshitting about the babies. Them 4 motherfuckers is gonna be taken care of before they can get through the threshold.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's more to it than what they be painting it as sexual. As soon as you turn it sexual, I don't want no parts of it, because that ain't got nothing to do with it. That's just a side effect of relationship maintenance. That's what that's for. That's to, you know, keep y'all joyous energy flowing. Sex ain't got nothing to do with protecting the community and raising the children.
Come on, bro.
You can be celibate and protect the children. You can be celibate and protect the community. Right? It ain't about that. But people make it about that because they don't understand their culture. They don't understand they following the culture that's not ours. You know, I did a whole video about polygamy about 2 years ago, maybe 3, right? But like I told you, that ain't my preference. Like, especially some of them chicks out there don't have they don't have no understanding of the uterus. They don't respect the womb. And I don't want no woman that don't respect her womb.
Come on, bro.
Right? So when she run you up out the fucking room when her panties come off, man, come on now. Come on now. That's just not right. I'm not making this shit up. You know what I'm talking about, huh?
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. You listen, you don't get all this and not know what you're talking about, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's man, listen. I learned quick.
Look, the last girlfriend I had, I ain't had no kids by before I got locked up. I had to give her a whole housekeeping lesson. House looked like shit. And I had to tell her about the importance of taking care of her JJ.
Come on, bro.
And when she was looking at me tell her this shit, you can tell from her facial expression, nobody had never sat her down and talked to her.
Right.
We automatically assume that a mother is going to teach her daughter proper uterine maintenance. But what if that mother didn't ever know?
Right.
Families was broke up for so long.
Come on.
Right? She don't know how to teach her daughter, about yoni steams and motherfucking yoni balls, and it's bigger than a douche.
Come on, bro.
They don't know nothing about, some of the women's stuff I ain't supposed to say in the public because it's not a man's place to say it. But women know a woman's body. When a woman come in a room, we can't smell her JJ. Right? With her clothes on. Her sister on the other side of the room, she ain't taking care of that motherfucker.
Come on, bro.
She can look at her and tell she's not properly taking care of her goodies.
Come on, bro.
Right? So this is why when they get offended that Kalai's talking about polygyny, because he don't talk about polygamy, he's talking about polygyny. That shit got levels to it. Some of these niggas is gonna be a harem behind the shit. They don't want to talk about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfucking watered down niggas gonna be in a harem of niggas behind the chick. Because they got to learn how to grow the fuck up.
Facts.
And some of them is so weak that if a man try to teach him how to be a man, he gonna turn into a bitch.
Come on, bro.
So you got to have the nurturing of a mother and the compassion of a grandmother and the day-to-day interaction of a sister over these niggas so that she can slowly bring them along on their level without blowing a fuse.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these niggas just not gonna make it because that mitochondria gonna turn up and they haven't done their self-work, and it's gonna make them attack their self internally. I can't stress it enough. If a motherfucker not trying to fast and clean his system out and get his vibration raised so when that mitochondrial hit, he can walk upright. Right? It's gonna give him creativity. He forgot he had it. Because they sniped it when he was in elementary. He forgot he used to draw pictures in the 1st grade. But by the 3rd grade, all he could do was look at the globe and wonder, what the fuck is this teacher talking about? Right? So, this is where we at. We on a mission. And our mission has nothing to do with anybody else's shit other than ours. We worry about everybody else's business but our own.
Come on, man.
We all in celebrity gossip, but we can't tell you why the motherfuckers in our community ain't got shit. And when the elders that's telling us why we ain't got shit telling us, the same ones talking about celebrity gossip is shutting you down, saying you don't know what you're talking about. The crazy part is it ain't that you don't know. They don't know what you're talking about. So they accuse you of not knowing what you're talking about. Right? So it is what it is, man. We gonna put this shit together. You know, we gonna make the necessary connections. Right? And when they see me and Collide talk, they gonna understand the difference. And when you meet somebody eye to eye, when you ain't no big eyes and no little U's in this shit.
Come on, bro.
Right?
Come on, bro.
Only difference in how I talk to adults and how I talk to children is the amount of profanity I use is drastically reduced when I'm talking to babies.
Come on, man. Come on, man. And sometimes, and see, for me, sometimes, depending on how young old they are, you can't tone it down because because you're trying to break the trauma that they've been going through.
Most of these adults is suffering from a severe case of arrested development. The educational system, how old is you in the first grade? 6 years old, right?
Come on, bro.
That's where the detoxes start. They push the hold button at 6 years old to make sure you can't think beyond that age bracket. All the shit we learning in high school, algebra and shit, in Egypt, we learned that shit by the 4th grade. Over here, we learned that shit by the 4th grade. Oh, that's 4th grade information in the 12th grade. Why are you getting 4th grade information in the 12th grade? Because they don't want you to be outsmarting them motherfuckers because they don't want you to be able to compete.
Right.
So sooner or later, we're going to feel like we're gonna get back to our own shit and get away from the enemy's indoctrination. Because they literally taught us how to be dumb. That shit easy now. In whatever class or curriculum they give us, we naturally master that shit. They can't give us nothing we can't master. I just didn't want to master being the dumbest. Right. Some of them is extremely proficient in idiocy. Right? They study hard to be idiots. So whatever you tell them, you're going to automatically sound like you're wrong. That's why it's so hard to get the message out. Right. But again, we ain't going to stop. Facts. We'll take a couple questions. I just want to chime in for a minute with you.
Oh no, for sure. Anybody got any questions they want to send it through the question box, man. And we're gonna take a few questions, man. Before I'm gonna run it till they run me out, man. You know they got me on an hour jump, man. They put.
But you know what? That's good because those hour videos will get watched all the way through.
More than 4 hours. Yeah.
Because it's easy. I think I caught up on intending to do an hour and be on the motherfucker for 3.
Come on, man. And that's what I used to do, man. For a long time, I'd be on that jump 4 hours. You know what I mean? So, all right, here we got a question. Let me see. Okay, there we go. How do you tap into your higher self? Somebody want to know, how do you tap into your higher self?
By talking self-talk. The science of self-talk is so underrated. When you self-talk, first thing you need to be trying to figure out is who you're talking to. Because you got to silence the voice of your ancestors that don't mean you no earthly good in the background. Because they're gonna have you self-sabotage. When you get proficient with the self-talk, you're gonna know your voice over all others. And they won't be able to disguise their voice as you. But self-talk and meditation is two of the best practices for developing into understanding how to communicate with your higher self. You can also use the divination tools because they activate your psychic abilities, and they training tools, like control remote viewing. You can get the control remote viewing manual off Amazon for about $10. The tarot cards, runes, crystal balls. Practicing using them gives it tones you, it tunes it in like you tuning in a radio station, right? And the more shit you have for a reference to what you seeing in the spiritual, that's how you learn how to translate the spirit message accurately into English.
All right, let me see. All right, here we got another one. Somebody said, anything about the Galactic Federation that we need to know at this time?
Yeah, that they've been making moves in your face, behind your back, and you ain't been watching.
Bottom line.
Yeah. Look, they the government turned off the lightning counter in Louisiana and Texas last week. And it was over 1,000 lightning strikes in under an hour. That's because they was talking to Tukey, his signature. While they talking to Tukey, and them Crips walking, it's gonna send a energy signature in the atmosphere for us to know what's going on. Right? So they turned off the counter because they was like, shit, they keep counting these lightning strikes, they gonna start knowing that this ain't normal. Mm-hmm. Like the last 2-3 months, we've been having tornadoes.
Right.
Tornado season don't start for another 2 weeks. What's gonna happen then?
Come on.
Right? We had 3 tornadoes walking together across the land at the exact same time in November. Right?
Right.
So that's out of season. It's in the winter, cold of the season, and you got 3 tornadoes together. Right? We don't know how to read these weather anomalies, but our ancestors did leave us a motherfucking codex to read it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to develop your senses in order to understand the message. And that's the hard part, because people don't want to do the work. We've been taught to work our fingers to the bone for a paycheck, but we won't do no work for the spirit.
Come on, bro.
When it comes to developing your spiritual self, and a motherfucker give you a book to read, you get attitude. Feelings get hurt. Shit like that. You know, so...
Yeah, you want somebody to do it for you, man. It
ain't... can't nobody do it. That's how somebody I drug out once before was fleecing the people. Because they all think that somebody else can clear your karma, and it's not possible. It ain't damn motherfucker on this earth can clear your karma but you, because you the only one owe that debt.
Come on.
Akasha not taking no substitutes, because we already said it won't be no sacrifices this time. The Anunnaki had a system where if you spill innocent blood for the dirt, then the innocent blood was an atonement. That's not the earth way.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how we do. Everybody responsible to do their own work on themselves, and the parent is responsible to teach what's right to the children. Right? So shadow work, the scariest shit a motherfucker can do to themselves, right? That might tell you that you're a borderline serial killer. If you don't get a hold of it, your ass gonna be going down that rabbit hole.
Right.
Because you don't do no shadow work, you won't never know. The next thing you know, you wonder how you got in that rabbit hole. Doing the shadow work is bringing all those anomalies to the forefront. You know, so.
Yeah, I penned a book with another sister, but another sister said, "Where can I get good info about taking care of the wound?"
I'm gonna tell you this: if any sister in here want to have good information that's been tried and tested about their femininity, go to the MGT GCC. That's the Women in the Nation of Islam. Also, there's another lady in New York that have a group called the Goddess Glow Up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She do all of the Oshun rituals. She know all of the stuff. She just gotta switch from the salt water from the ocean to the fresh water on the lakes. And those rituals she do will magnify. Right? But they got it all down. Look up Goddess Glow Up on Facebook. She got a whole page. You can see what her work is and how she do. But they talk about the vaginal care, the yoni priestesses. You can Google that and come. There's a whole lot of yoni priestesses. When the woman her chemistry is imbalanced, she can't catch an infection because the pH balance does not facilitate the growth of microorganisms. So the yoni priestesses, Goddess Glow Up, MGT, GCC, and sometimes it's an old lady. You could see her in the church. She always taking the little girls up under her wing to keep them from getting touched by the priest. She gonna tell you everything you need to know, some secrets that the men not allowed to get. Right? But they still there.
All right, let me see. Let me go through this. All right. Somebody said, well, he kind of touched on that. Somebody said, how do you do shadow work?
Yeah, also I got a whole video. I did that on 369 already.
Yeah, you go check out the video. You can pull that up.
I mean 363 Black Magic.
Okay, here's one. How do you find totem animal? Your totem animals. I know we have more than one.
Your totem animals come to you in stages when you got more than one, but you normally have an attraction to an animal, but you don't know why. Right? That's the first clue that might be a totem. The animal might pop up in your dreams, or it might come to, like, for instance, let's say it's a cow in the middle of the road and it won't let your car go past, right? Then finally the cow decided to move. You go up, you find that there's a man standing there with a flag saying the bridge is up.
Mm-hmm.
The cow is your totem animal that was sent